So good day, ladies and gentlemen. My name is Solomon. You are welcome to Tech with Solo. So this is a channel dedicated to technology, talking about different programming language. So if you're interested in this kind of stuff or content, please just do subscribe and like this channel and share with your friends. So you're welcome to another Python class, and today I'm going to talk about data type. So what is data type? And I'm going to list different data types that exist in Python and their classification. So this will help you so that you can write your program effectively and efficiently. Okay, so that is what we are going to look at in this class today. I promise it's not going to be long, and I'm going to make it very simple. Right, let's jump into the class. So let's move to the next class, which is data type. So I'm going to talk about data type right now. Now in Python, when we say data type, we're talking about the values. We're referring to value or the type of data that's been stored in a variable. You know, in my initial class, I talked about variables. Variables are simply like containers or memory space that holds data value. You understand? So the types of data we store inside this variable, we refer to it as data type. Okay, so Python has several inbuilt data type that's been recognized. The first category, the number type. In the number type, you have integers. Like integers are numbers, like whole numbers, whether they are negative or positive, they are integers, right? Okay, so the next one is float. Float implies decimal numbers. Float implies decimal numbers. For instance, 5.0 is written, but if you write it as 5, it's integer. But if you write it as 5.0, because it's converted to decimal right now, so in this case now that is called float. Exactly. So this is floats, whether it's negative or positive, it's float. Then the next one is complex number. Complex number, they are not real numbers. They can be represented in number lines, of course, two-dimensional, three-dimensional, like that. So in engineering mathematics, we have what is called complex number. So but Python supports complex number. That's what I would just like to say. Okay, so the next one is string data type. When we talk about string data type, we refer to orders of ordered collections. We are talking about collections of characters, alphabetical characters. For instance, hello world is an example. It's a collection of different alphabetical characters like hello, H, E, L, L, O, including space here. This is, and you wrap it in quotes, quotation mark, whether it's single quote or double quote. So that is an example of string, right? The next one is list. List, they are collections. In other programming language, we call it arrays. So arrays or lists, they are a sequence of items or values or elements that are ordered, collected in form of it's ordered in terms of arrangement. So they may not be of the same type, like it could be mixture of numbers and text. Okay, now that is list. The next one is tuple. Tuple is exactly like list, but it is immutable. That is, it cannot be changed. The values cannot be changed, and it has a circular bracket. List has a square bracket, while tuple has a circular or rounded bracket. The next one is your range. Range represents sequence of number. In this case, you can loop through them. I'll talk about loops in the later class. So, like I say, range 10 now. What I'm telling Python is that start counting from 0 to 9. That is the first 10 numbers. So between 0 and 9, that is a range of values, right? So that refers to range. So Python supports range data type. The next one is dictionary. So dictionary is simply an ordered collection. An order collection. In this case, numbers or values are stored in key value order or key value pair. For instance, your dictionary, English dictionary, you have a vocabulary or a word and its meaning. So the way it's arranged, word and meaning. So the same way, dictionary is arranged in form of key. So this one, my name is Solomon. So I put it in form of, I put quote, column here. So name and Solomon. So this is your key and this is your value. Next one is there's another one here, age, and so I can store my informations here. Now this one is not put a code because it's a number. So once it's like a text or an alphabetical characters, you put it in quotes, right? But the keys are alphabetical character. That's why we store it in form of quote. So the name and it is value. Age is a key, and the value is 30. Okay, that is dictionary. That's how dictionary is being defined in Python. You have kind of open braces here and close braces. This is kind of bracket that is in dictionary. The next one we're looking at is set. Set, they are unordered collection. It looks like dictionary, but the difference is that it's not stored in key value pair. It's stored like this. So that's how set does. Then the immutable aspect of set is called frozen set. So it's the same, but it's this frozen set. Now we have the other one, which is boolean. Boolean is very popular. Is you are trying to represent two states that cannot be the same at once. Like something cannot be true and false at the same time. So in this case now you have true or false. So if something is true, to influence the next line of action or decision you will likely make. Then if it's false, you have to take the opposite decision. So when you are trying to model decision making operations or process, then you can use boolean type, which is true or false. If it is true, carry out this decision. If it is false, carry out this decision. So that's boolean type. So the last category are the categories of binary types. So binary types refers to when you are dealing with binaries, like base 2, like 1 0 1 1 1, things like that. If you remember in your mathematics, you can convert a base 10 to base 2. So a computer stores information in form of binary, but sometimes there are binary data type by default. Like this is a binary data type. You want to deal with binaries in Python, so they refer to binary types. Examples are bytes. The other one is byte array, and the other one is memory view. So these are the types of data or data type we've discussed today. In my next class, I'm going to look at each of the categories, like each of them. Like I'm going to talk about integers, and that's numbers data type. I'll talk about string type, and then move to mapping type dictionary in this basic class. So I will give examples and how to use them, and how to also, some of them you can conduct some operations on them, like slicing, trying to take out certain range out of a collection. So we are going to look at that in the next class. So thank you very much for staying tuned to this class, and I hope to see you in the next class. Do have a wonderful day. Thank you.